listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's RuPaul's Drag Race After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's RuPaul's Drag Race After Show.
Hello. Oh,
Hello.
that was loud.
It's
I'm
okay
so
to be
sorry.
loud.
I'm not leaning forward anymore. Bing is for doing, and we're here doing another AfterBuzz for RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars. I am Jacque Borowski, and next to me is
Cameron Marston.
And across from me,
Tony Moore.
Natalie Vratney.
welcome. I would just like to make a small statement for our American viewers. Thanks for watching us and taking a break from election coverage. We really appreciate it. For our international viewers, thanks for watching us anyway, just in general.
And this is a post-race.
Yes,
They should know. The
and
international
hopefully
folks should
we'll
know
provide you some, for our American viewers, hopefully we'll provide you some happy distractions. And for our international viewers, thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll just provide entertainment.
Yes.
Okay, so today the goal is, what? Oh my God.
Trying to lighten it up. Everybody's all stressed out for this election.
I know. Okay, today the goal
I'm not
is...
stressed. I told you, I live in my
live in a hot air balloon.
I live in my own little world where national disasters don't happen or politics.
There's no stress in Tonyland.
No
None.
stress in Tonyland.
So our goal tonight is to go in order. It's a new goal I have.
Oh.
I'm really excited about it.
So we're not doing Untucked first.
Okay, even
Just
though
kidding.
in Jackie Land, Untucked comes first, in RuPaul's Drag Race AfterBuzz After Show Land,
Is that the land right next to Tammy Brown's?
Tammy Brown's land is so far beyond any other land I've been
She's a
to.
satellite installation.
You have to get a spaceship to get to here from there.
Well, apparently you can jump from space now, so anything's possible. That's where Tammy Brown came from. She jumps from space.
She jumped from space.
And does her shows and she goes back. I love it.
Oh, I love that too.
Wormholes are real.
So, opening photo challenge. This was actually all the challenges were my favorite, but so of
This is a good
like
one.
of almost all the seasons. I really like this photo challenge because Natalie said it reminded her of the guys who do their photos on OkCupid.
Or any dating website.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Grindr.
what they look like.
Well,
Scruff.
well, let's just say
Prowler.
photos in general, like people and these
Facebook.
self-taking photos and just it's just a lot.
Contorted, twisted.
Yeah, angles.
But I mean, even Jujubee had a good one where he just had the phone in the shot and was just looking serious.
Yeah, but
Not flattering,
but
gentlemen.
no, Jujubee looked goofy. He looked like such a nerd in her photo. Was it just me? Did anyone else think that?
But that's why
didn't
it's so
think that.
typical.
So I nerd all the way. But it was
I still
funny.
love Jujubee though.
It was funny to see them struggle with like their boy persona. Like all of a sudden they were given this challenge and it was like, now what do I do? Like, you know, and seeing them like having to draw stuff and do stuff, and it was interesting.
Yeah, that was the part that cracked me up the most, was the idea that as they all look like men as men to me, that
Yeah.
you don't need to add anything.
Well, they're still boys.
Yeah, they look like men.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't necessarily need to add anything. Just, you know, I understand the desire to take it into the opposite direction, like trying to make it look male draggy.
More butch.
Right.
Yeah, more butch. But then some of it just turned out silly, like Chad's makeup. I was like, it was like weird
just had a
crayon
dirty
drawing
face.
business.
Well, Chad looked like a construction worker that just got home from work and just had dust and stuff.
But like a
all over.
construction worker
and hadn't
that
eaten in 3 months.
and couldn't grow his own beard, so he had to draw it on.
Draw one.
And then obviously I do think that Team Yarlexis looked the most like
Well, it could be said, you know, coming from their
Butch.
culture, they had to do a lot more hiding for a longer period of time. And
right. But
the queens are like that,
I
too.
just like the idea of giving the queens their own camera and doing their own photos.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that because
Yeah.
it gives them total control over the
their
situation.
destiny.
Of their destiny. It gives them total control over their situation. So
Yeah.
they choose how the outcome is. And
Very true.
Natalie said that
Said so
somebody in Team Yarlexis looked like DJ Jessie Kennedy.
Oh.
If Jesse's watching this, I'm sorry. But Alexis did have the beard.
Well, I'll rip on Jesse too because I ripped on him before.
But I
You
love
Take that,
Jesse, and
Jessie.
he's so cute.
We love you. But
should see his profile pic on my phone. That's another contortionist right there.
so Team
And
Yarlexis won.
yeah.
Who do you think lost? Latrice.
Well, yes, because
Latrice and Shad, like, I mean, not as a team, but I think Latrice,
Oh, Latrice and Manila.
no, but I think, like, not, if not thinking about
individuals.
teams,
Okay.
as individuals, I think Latrice, obviously, and she talked about that at the end.
That made
When,
me
yeah.
sad.
Well, Manila didn't take a picture of her.
Was-
She took a picture of a banana coming out of her pants.
I thought that was great, though, because that's, to me, is what drag is about. Drag is about making the person laugh. And so instead of trying to be super serious about it, she was like, fuck it, I'm going to do the funniest thing I know.
It's also indicative of our community now. I mean, that's Grindr. That's all the apps that are out now. That's you get torso and
And
stuff.
chest and
Penis
all
shots.
that. Yeah.
People want to know what your face looks like, too. Just saying.
They don't care.
So sad, but true. It's like, I want to see what you look like from the neck down.
Unless they're trying to pseudo date you, then they want to see what your face looks like. They can take you out in public.
This conversation could go far left. And
Like
it would
the-
not
like the
never come
banana.
back. It would not be about RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars anymore. Careful.
So, and I already said what I thought of Chad's makeup, but who do you guys think lost as a team?
I think
Manila and
Yeah,
Latrice.
Manila and Latrice.
Yeah.
I think so, and then after that, Rujubee.
I agree.
Because Raven just looks like a pretty boy.
Pretty boy, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, Raven, I mean,
She didn't even try. She's like, snap.
I like that.
yeah, Raven was just like, this is my face, what, and what? But, which I actually, conversely, I kind of like that because, you know, I mean, she took it literally at like face value. Like,
Yeah.
okay, this is what I look like as a
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
And I will say that's what she does look like on Growler.
You're still bringing up that picture.
I want to ask her, like, do you know people are trying to post you off?
He found a picture of Raven and somebody on.
And it wasn't Raven's profile.
No.
It was someone.
We'll wait till she calls and I'll be like,
Raven
girl,
was in the
Oh my
profile
God.
picture,
Yes.
probably without her knowing.
Okay.
Yeah.
are you getting
She's
royalties from that?
listen.
You're
so
getting that person dates.
It is 2012. You have to do what you can to get a date.
Okay,
these
so
days.
here's the better part about this. Okay, so backstory. Somebody on Growler, it's Damien Monroe, I think.
Okay, don't call
Oh,
out the
you
person's
are-
last name.
Damien Monroe.
You're putting this business all out in the street.
It's him and Raven, like drinking beers, like lying down facing the camera, taking it. That's the profile pic. It's this guy and Raven. Now, jump ahead. This guy changed his profile pic, and this is worse to me. Now in his profile picture is him with an infant
Oh, he's trying to show that he
Exploit
enjoys babies.
on a gay app.
That means he's a family man. He's about family.
Yeah,
Yeah. People do
Photos
it on
can say-
Facebook all the time.
Photos can say a lot about you.
they can.
Well, if you read his profile description, that might not be conducive to the family man.
Speaking of
Just
photos, let's talk about the next challenge.
Yay.
The next challenge, which also was one of my favorites, I like to see them also out of their environment. So like going out into the public and trying to interact with them and seeing how people react. And we were also saying that we would have liked to have walked by them
Yeah.
Right.
It's the
while
best
they were
challenge
doing
ever.
that.
I really wish I was on Hollywood Boulevard that day
yeah.
to walk by.
I couldn't stop laughing. Like when
Yeah.
I was watching this, it was like one of the most hilarious things. Like Manila taking the lollipop and just shoving it in the person's mouth.
Hold this.
For a second.
Yeah.
That was good.
I
That was
think-
creative. She thought on her feet. I thought that was
It takes a lot of balls to go out on Hollywood Boulevard and do that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So commend them for even doing that challenge and doing it well.
Oh, yeah.
Who was your favorite? I'm sorry, Manila was my favorite.
Manila was my favorite.
Manila was my
funny.
favorite. Manila was my favorite as well.
Chad was my
I didn't know how
favorite.
they won. Yeah.
And Actually, Juju and Raven, they were really funny. Raven's like, "Do you want some grapes?" to the homeless man, and that cracked me up. That's so
Chad was
funny.
my favorite though because she just seemed so comfortable there. Like she was acting like she was in her living room, like chatting with friends, and she was just like, "Hey, what's up? What's up?" And I kind of feel like to a lesser extent, obviously, Chad is a little bit stronger than Chanel. But I feel the same.
Definitely.
I feel Chanel did the same thing. Was just kind of like, "Hey, what's up? What's up?" Like they attacked the challenge. Like you need to attack that challenge.
Yeah. I think as a team that Chad and Chanel were the best.
Right.
So yeah, they definitely deserve to win that challenge. And I think they took the challenge and went head on with it.
Yeah.
Like they were like, give me something else. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Whatever you throw at me, I'm gonna do it to make sure that like I get the points. And it could be whatever. And it's intimidating. Like right at the beginning, it's kind of like, how am I gonna get these people to come up and talk to me? I am a drag queen.
And that's
during
why
the day.
that's why I like Manila, because she played the semantics of it. Like, just hold the lollipop.
Yeah.
Like it was normal, like just as a matter of fact, you know.
Right.
And
But Chad was sick, I gotta say.
Yeah.
the way Manila spoke to everyone was kind of like, all right,
whatever.
hey girl, come here.
Yeah.
We know each other from way back. You live in my hood. Come over here. Hold this
Yes.
lollipop. Thank you. Move it on. Thank you.
As
She was
opposed to
great, but
Yara,
then-
right, who's screeching at everybody.
Hi.
That's what's making people walk away.
Yeah, I think it makes her. I will say, her saying that makes her fit right in on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
Makes her look crazy. So therefore, people don't like to talk to crazy people.
You don't talk.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I felt bad for Latrice. It was mostly just her in the trash can the entire challenge.
She looked homeless.
But here's the other problem with that is, first off, like Latrice is dealing with the fact that she is the biggest queen, so she is the most physically imposing, and therefore people often, if they feel like physically threatened by someone's like space, they might not approach them. And so she's like basically big girl chasing people down. And I'm not saying that like I personally think Latrice is scary. I think
No.
she's lovable, but it's hard
She
to
could be.
but it's hard to get that across when you have 2 seconds.
Right.
You know?
Well,
And
I think sometimes you can, if you're a good people gauger, you can gauge someone within the first 2. I mean, she's a big black woman. Who doesn't love that?
I do. I mean, I do.
Yeah. So.
But
Well,
I think the other problem was that,
Well, I mean, not a literal woman,
Right.
but a woman.
but still and this is the part where like team play comes in. While Manila did a great job. Oh, I dropped one of my papers. While Manila did a great job as an individual, on the flip side, as a person who is like on the other side coaching Latrice, she should have skipped it. Like if Latrice couldn't find the marker, Latrice
Right.
couldn't find the salmon,
sardines,
sardines, she should have just skipped it, just gone to
Yeah.
the next challenge. And that's where Team Shad had the advantage, because they were like, okay, do this, try this. Okay, what about this?
It's like, oh, there's 3 people there. Grab them.
Yeah.
Give him a hug.
They saw the situation for the advantage versus like that woman who was standing near Latrice, who was clearly interested in what was going on, didn't get to talk to her because she was too busy digging in the
through the trash can.
Right.
Yeah.
well, if you
That's
look at it,
hilarious.
the way that Chad and Chanel approached it, they actually treated it like a team effort.
Yeah.
Do
It wasn't,
not like
it
Chanel.
wasn't individuals like, girl, you got to help me get my points because I want to stay in this race. It was more like, we need to do this as a team. So
Right. And then team, I really, this is going to like go into the end almost,
gonna
but I
blow.
don't like that Team Yarlexis is still there getting the least amount of points on this. And like, I feel like I love Yara, but I feel like she phoned it in on the biggest, like on the big challenge this week.
Yeah, I feel like Alexis did a great job
Oh,
with
Alexis
the
did do a
challenge.
great job.
I think she went out there with a plan, with like this is what I normally do, and I know this works, and so I'm going to do it. As far as like taking them by the hand and making sure they
Right.
don't leave until the challenge is done. I think Yara she's just
over the top.
yeah, she's just crazy and nutty in itself. And I don't think she went in with like a plan of like how to really get these people to come in
Right.
and do these challenges.
Right.
So I think Alexis in this case kind of picked up the slack for Yara.
And it sucks that in the end, Alexis is the one who's basically being told that she shouldn't, like
That
that
she's
she's
not carrying the
not
team or
carrying the team.
participating.
Right.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like while we're on Alexis, I kind of feel like Alexis is not being Alexis throughout this whole show. And this was the first episode where I kind of thought about it and I was like, I don't think I'm getting Alexis lost in Yara Land
Yeah.
right now.
That's how strong Yara's energy is.
She didn't. There was one part where she credited both of their looks to Yara.
Yes.
She didn't include herself in that.
I
and
think
it kinda
that's part of the
just- she
problem too.
acknowledges
Is like
that.
she's letting Yara do.
Take all the credit.
I've always
now.
felt that she's had like self-esteem issues.
I think
My
that
bad.
would be part of it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Although, having said all that, I did like that Yara peed on the trash can at the end of being locked.
She took the challenge literally.
Yes.
And became the dog,
Yes.
literally.
Okay, so then moving into the.
We're so in order. So
I know, guys. Yay.
But slow down.
happy.
No, because we have callers.
We
so
do.
I want to cover this stuff really quick. Anyway, I'm trying to be organized.
I like it.
Thanks. So the
From Tony.
oh yeah, we will talk about our field trip at the end.
Oh.
We went on a field trip. So the runway.
Yes.
Can I just
We
start
can go
off?
dress by dress.
Can I just start out first with the first dress? RuPaul.
Do it.
Yes.
Absolutely
Gorgeous.
stunning. Like, I thought her look tonight was, I mean, she always looks incredible, but this one was one of those ones that was like, you look really good. And then, speaking of RuPaul, can we, before we go into the girls, can we talk about RuPaul versus Michelle Visage and who is trying to...
Oh my God, wait.
Scale
He just
is
did it.
just-
He did the
they're
same
going
thing
on
Kenny does.
One
Did you
end of
hear
the
it?
spectrum. both of
No.
them.
What?
Yeah. Say, what's her name?
Michelle Visage.
No, see, he did it.
Yes, you do
One more
it.
time.
You would do it. Kenny does.
Visage?
Oh.
Visage. Well, whatever. It's a difficult name. Why can't she
I'm
have
sorry, I have to
Smith?
fill us in on what Kenny does. I don't remember what Kenny does.
Versage. No, it's not
Versage.
that. It's cute.
No, it's cute. We love it.
No, yeah, totally. You're right. It looks like a little
There's-
internal thing. With
Yeah,
them.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle is becoming more of a drag queen than RuPaul.
And she's showing more of her cleavage, I think, to remind everyone she's not really a drag queen, but she's tipping that scale.
Why?
It's like
She
saying-
paid for him.
They lay nicely. They do.
Well,
Very spread out.
If you paid for him, then I mean,
Well,
not saying if
she's
you
a
did or
house
didn't.
mother. So
They're doing a drag
She's
off
definitely a-
basically.
she's
Yes.
borderline tranny. She's about to cross over.
Yes, because I feel like her outfit was competing against RuPaul, and especially sitting next to RuPaul.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like everyone else was still very simple, and then
Yeah.
it's like you get
Bam.
you get Rachel, one of the guest judges,
Mm-hmm.
very simple red dress, Michelle, RuPaul, and then Santino and
Janice Dickinson.
who
Janny.
really doesn't need to dress anyway. Her personality will cover any over the topness.
Yeah, can we talk about living in a world where Janice Dickinson seems like the understated person on the panel?
Going back to Michelle and like Ru was like, yeah, girl, you look pee. Because it made her outfit look even better.
Whose outfit
Ru's.
made Ru's?
Yeah.
Ru was like, yeah, girl, wear that sick.
But make sure it's a muted color because I'm bright.
Can we talk
No,
about
right? If you want to look
Santino?
better, you want to sit next to something ugly. Right?
Oh my god.
But I mean, but either way, RuPaul is going to outshine literally because they make sure her lighting is brighter than everyone else's.
Blurry. Why are you so blurry?
But I feel like I'm now interested to see what Michelle is going to wear next week to see if it's going to compete against Ru's. I'm just saying.
They're literally
Slinkies.
going to have like claws coming off of their dresses
Yes.
that like battle each other.
I will say, Michelle, I love you, but tone it down because you're just a judge. It is the RuPaul's Drag Race, not the Michelle Drag Race.
And it was hard to take her critique seriously because she didn't like
You can't- yeah.
Yara Sophia's dress. And I actually like the hairpin and her outfit a lot more than I like Michelle's dress.
Ooh.
Well, let's just say you can't you can't tell people to tone it down if you're not
You're way over the
toned
top.
down. Like
Right. Because everything, even her hair's
Yeah.
big, her outfit was big, boobs were big,
Her shoulder pads are big.
like everything, like literally, like they were sitting like this, and you're RuPaul, and I'm Michelle
You could poke my
Visage.
head.
And
Oh,
like,
see,
look,
that's
like
what
her
happened.
piece was going like this, and then Ru had her big thing that was coming out. It was a battle.
our iTunes viewers just missed that, or listeners just missed that.
I'm sorry.
The
Basically, there was a demonstration by Natalie and Tony.
Yes,
of-
well, mainly by Tony.
And
You were
Tony
just a,
My eye was
innocent-
involved.
Tony,
but-
Tony
I'm
memes
sorry.
Natalie.
Okay, I did it on purpose.
I did. I'm sorry.
Can we briefly
nails are
talk
long.
about Santino's hoodie hat situation?
His hipster, his silver
Was it a
lake
hoodie
look.
or was it a hat?
It's a hoodie.
It's a
That
Hattie.
is that
It's a
is
Hattie.
that is fashion forward. That is 2013, hasn't come out yet.
Oh.
I feel like it was one of those scars that you put over your head and you
Such
wrap
a
around
liar.
your neck.
It was so
That
tight
was
on his
2010. We've seen it
head.
before.
It
He's
was
just
like-
he's still hiding his balding. Just shave it off.
Bitch, you balding bitch.
Take off your hat, you balding bitch.
Yes.
I didn't say it. Latrice did.
Come in.
We have a phone call.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello, guys. It's Kenny again.
Hi, Kenny.
He heard his ears were ringing.
How are you guys?
Good. We were
Good.
just talking about you, how you can't
I know.
pronounce.
I'm actually sitting here watching you, but I just had to call and I don't know if you guys want a little spoiler of the election because you guys mentioned it at the top of the
Yes,
the hour.
please.
But,
Okay, mini spoiler.
Very tense.
okay. Well, it's
Spoiler
predicted that,
alert.
Barack Obama is elected. So.
Wait, what?
What?
Guys know.
Wait, what?
You've heard it live, folks.
Repeat.
I said that Barack Obama is projected as the next president.
Yes, Barack.
It's almost sort of official.
Oh,
How's Ohio? Did they call Ohio? Is that why?
Wait,
They
I'm
have
getting
not,
acid
but all the
reflux.
other states are leaning in his favor. Florida looks like it's going to be.
Huffington Post,
His
268
favorite.
Obama, Romney 203.
oh, okay.
That was a huge jump from what you just laughed. Okay, we need
That
to
was
focus
30
back in the.
minutes ago.
Okay, thanks.
in the
Damn you,
screening
Kenny.
room.
Thanks, Kenny.
That was a big jump.
For our
You're welcome.
our non-
And I hated Michelle Visage's outfit as well.
See,
Yes.
okay, Kenny, do you agree with me that like she's starting to compete with RuPaul?
Yes, and
See.
I think she needs to either tone it down or they need to replace her.
Don't think you two didn't plan this
Well,
little
no,
replacement
don't replace
project
her.
here.
No, this wasn't planned. I don't know Kenny like that.
You guys
But,
are in
yeah,
cahoots.
you
you
guys
guys
are
are
doing well.
friends,
I
and
think you
you're
guys are. You have more callers, so I'll get off the line. But I just want to say hi.
Love you.
Hi, Kenny.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Well, at
so-
least we
I'm
know
so
there's
excited
one
right
person
now.
that's watching us live. Thanks,
Yeah.
Kenny.
Thanks, Kenny, our one live American viewer.
I was ripping him last night because
You like how we delivered the news on AfterBuzz?
Yeah.
Love it.
Shady.
For our one viewer, and then the rest are international viewers and probably just don't care.
What do you
They better
mean?
care.
I'm sure Pink Dolphin's about to rip us anyway.
I'm so glad you said that.
Come on, girl.
Pink Dolphins.
Bring
Thanks for
it.
watching every single one of our YouTube videos, despite not liking every
that.
single one of our YouTube videos.
If you don't have a hater, then you're not doing something right.
That's right.
Amen. Okay,
You need
so
to
the
get 12
outfits.
by winter.
So the outfits. Team Yarlexis.
Love their
We'll start
outfits.
with them.
Yes, I loved their look. I do agree with Michelle that
I
the
do too.
hair for Yara was too much.
I liked it.
I liked it, but I think it was too much. I think with the theme of bad girl, as a bad girl, your hair will get in the way.
Maybe she didn't need like 4 sticks. Maybe just one going across would have been
She
fine.
didn't.
are you
need,
guys?
She didn't need any of them.
I like
Maybe
that.
She should
shorter
have made it.
sticks.
She should have styled them like they angled them or curled them or whatever. Just the straight was kind of boring. was
Yeah.
kinda off.
It
When you
was-
can't get through the doorway, it's a problem.
When you're about to hit Jujubee in the face, it's a problem.
What
Okay,
up, caller?
we have a phone call.
Whoop whoop.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
who is this?
Oh,
This is Joshua.
Hi, Joshua.
Introduce yourself.
Just calling to discuss with you about my thoughts and opinions about this episode.
Okay, so Dish,
Give it to us.
Give it to us.
Serve it.
First of all, let me say hello to Cameron. Hey, boo.
Oh, little secret admirer.
No, he's just cool.
Well, that's to be determined.
Okay.
Quit your game. Let's go.
So, my thoughts on this whole hot mess show.
Ooh, not a hot
because
mess
it's a hot
show.
mess.
it's a dead hot mess.
It's a hot mess. It's so unorganized. I don't know if the people who edit the show went to the school of crayons and finger paint, but it's a hot mess.
We met an editor, or not met. There was an
Yeah,
editor
there was an
last
editor.
night.
I'm sorry if I'm coming off harshly, but I just wish they would have waited until a couple more seasons of the actual Drag Race
Agreed.
to throw this together.
I agree.
Yeah.
I like most of the girls, with the exception of Alexis. Whenever she talks, I feel like my brain is stuttering
Bam.
to keep up with her. I wish they would not put her on the show at all. I don't think it's the same look over and over with her, and yes, she is riding on Yara's coattails. That's just my personal opinion.
I kind of said that. That I agree with that too. I feel like Alexis is not Alexis. She's being lost
She's trying to be Yara.
in Yara land.
Yeah.
Right, and Yara is fierce. She's a fierce bitch. I've seen her live so many times. She's way, like, what she's doing on the show is a lot tamer than what she does out when she's performing.
Did you like her headpiece?
Like, her costumes. What?
Did you like her hairpiece?
That would be a
It was
no.
a little, it was giving me Monique in that movie Hair Show realness. Like, it really wasn't working for me.
Total
it was like
Atlanta hair show.
Helicopter on Landing Gate 5. Like, it just wasn't working.
I agree with that.
She just didn't give it to me. She didn't give it to me enough. But outside of the show, she's really good. Like, just the way she presents herself and the way she acts. Like, you remember the first episode when they show her introduction and she's walking up? She's, like, running and looking all cute and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's, like, that kind of stuff that she does is what she does outside of the show. But when she gets in that workroom, she just dies down. I don't get it.
She's partners with Alexis. She loses a couple points in her IQ meter.
I don't think.
Or her fashion meter.
I think Yara is being Yara. Like, the Yara that you see out and about is the same Yara that's being on the show. Just.
I also think the editing's janky too, though.
Well,
Some of the stuff that we see
editing is very janky. Like, the editing, like I said, I just think that they should have waited. I'm not feeling it. Like, that whole appearance by Tati as well. Like, I felt like she was reading from a script. Because we all know she can't read like that.
That's right, because in her season, when they do the challenge where the library is open, she was like, I don't really read people. But, I mean, that was a couple of seasons ago, so maybe she's kind of stepped it up. But
she's hardened.
But she wasn't really made up. Like, I don't know.
No,
Like
well,
Taffy.
I don't know. I didn't like that part on Untucked either, where they had her come in and read. I was like, what do you have to read about? Because really, they all have something on you.
Yeah, and the other thing was, I feel like they're bringing someone in that isn't well known for reading people, and then they're bringing someone in to kind of like incite trouble where there isn't necessarily like that same. It's that same old tired thing of, okay, well, we don't have enough controversy, so let's try and bring her in, and then let's try and say who do you think should be eliminated. Just to make people angry at each other for no reason. Or
maybe they brought her in to segue into the story of Juju and her being friends, and then now they're not after Juju said that she didn't feel like Tatiana should have been in the top 3 with them during her season, because she said during that time was when Tatiana stopped being friends with her.
Right, but I don't see what that has to do with the...
That has nothing to really do with the story, though, of this whole season. Like, they just threw that in for extra... Editors trying to be extra. That's all it is.
I don't think
Tatiana's a non-factor, in my opinion.
I agree. Joshua, what did you...
But
ooh, this is a
if
strong
All-Star Season 2 gets picked up, hopefully this is just a test season. I don't want any teams.
Mm-hmm.
Because the team thing hinders everybody.
Yep.
I want them to make Kelly Osbourne a permanent judge.
Yes, I could see that.
Josh, while we're on judges, we brought this up last week. Do you feel they should have changed judges for All Stars, or should they have kept Michelle and Santino?
I don't like Santino at all. He's dull. It sounds like you're talking to a brick wall whenever he's speaking. I just can't deal with it. Like,
so, do you agree
he didn't even win Project Runway. Why is he judging someone's fashion? He looks like he's homeless.
But he got close.
He was what?
He got close. I think he was top 3.
He was top 3.
He showed that fashion.
I'm sorry, honey. The library is open. I don't like Santino at all.
I think the library already opened when you picked up your phone and called in. So. Library has been open.
But my thing is this, like, I just don't want him as the judge, period. Let's get Kelly Osbourne on there. Let's get some real enthusiasts of drag. Like, let's get some drag legends on there as judges. Let's get James St. James on there as a judge, a permanent judge. Like, people who worked with RuPaul throughout the years.
Josh, okay, wait,
as her career was coming up, should be judges.
RuPaul she's shrewd. She ain't trying to give up her
she doesn't want to give up her crown. You don't want to...
She already has
I know where you're going with that, but I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Well, that's just her being cunty. It's all about the paycheck.
Exactly, because she's making bank. That girl is making
But
money.
can I just say this? I feel like if All-Star Season 2 gets picked up, I made a list of the girls that I think should be on there, and you tell me if you agree or not.
Serve it.
I think Jade from Season 1,
Yes.
Rebecca Glasscock.
No.
I'll tell you why in a minute.
Okay.
Angina, because everybody
Yes.
loves a little Gina.
Yes. I liked Angina.
Delta Work, because she's a bitch, but I love her.
Yeah.
Fifi O'Hara,
Oh God.
she's cunty. But okay.
No, but I agree.
She was
I actually-
cunty on her season.
I agree with
And
that
I
because
knew her. I knew her before the show.
Ooh.
Okay. New, past
Oh,
tense.
okay.
She has talent. Like, outside of the show, her talent shines. She's one of those queens, her talent just shines more outside the show. I don't hate her or anything. I
that's
don't,
like-
you know,
that's like
whatever. I don't
Alexis
really
though,
talk to her
right?
anymore because she moved away.
Oh.
Jessica Wilde, another one who really deserves to be on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan McMichaels, again, she's cunty. She'd be perfect for ratings. And she can lip sync like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
served us- she served us
Shangela,
Elizabeth
for
Perkins.
obvious reasons.
Shanji.
Everybody loves Shanji.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mariah, because that bitch's mug is beat
Yeah,
for days.
sick.
Like, that woman
She'll
That
send me fish
queen-
all day.
can paint. She's a ballroom queen, too, and we all know ballroom queens can paint the house down. Willem,
Yes.
for obvious reasons.
yeah.
Tatiana.
Really?
To get beat down.
Oh,
Right.
I think Tatiana deserves a second shot, but she's still a bitch, and she'll make for good ratings.
Yeah.
It's all about ratings.
Right.
Yeah, and
We don't
she's
really
fish.
care about
She's
how
fish
these
too,
queens,
so
you know, it's all about what draws us to the show. It's the drama. Do you think I sit through each episode? No, I DVR it right to the Untucked, because that's where the real tea is.
Everybody goes right to Untucked.
And then we need 2 season 5 girls, and we all heard about the rumors of who's on that show, so
True.
yeah, that's basically my thoughts on that. But last night's that challenge where they were out in the street in their daytime fish or whatever that was, they should have saved that challenge for the first episode of season 5 to test out the new girls to see how they perform under pressure like that.
I think that would be good.
Yeah, they could still bring that back.
But we
Yeah.
but we don't. I mean, season 5 isn't here yet. We don't know what challenges they have that are similar to that.
we don't know Logo's plan or
Well-
what their television's gonna be anymore. We
Yeah.
got babies and. But no, I get it.
Speaking of that, did you all see the brief little teaser last night for season 5?
Yes.
No.
Wait, are you talking about the one where she's in like the shell? The really brief one.
I was
yeah.
screaming at my TV because it reminded me of like Kylie Minogue's Aphrodite tour or whatever that was. I was screaming, get it, bitch. Like, Ru's going to make some serious money next year.
I feel like RuPaul is to Logo as Tyra Banks is to CW.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Put that in
Except for I
put that
like
in the SAT.
RuPaul. Okay,
I
thank you.
also feel, real quick, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. No. it's
Take
okay.
your time.
I feel like RuPaul should do a spin-off show where they take young drag queens who are just starting out and teach them how to do drag the right way.
Do you know how long that
And, like-
season would be?
2 minutes.
That's fine. I compete. Trust me, I would compete and I'd shut it down.
Oh.
Nice. Nice. You heard it here first.
Well, shut it down.
First.
Heard it here first.
AfterBuzz
shut it
TV
down.
exclusive.
I love it.
Future All-Star Joshua.
Well,
I love it.
Josh, I'm glad you called in.
Miss
and read-
Persia.
Oh,
Oh,
Miss Per-
well, at the beginning, he was Josh, and now she done switched over to Miss Persia.
Oh, we'll take that.
She's serving you
We'll
from
take
the
that.
Middle
Miss
East.
Persia.
You better dragulation.
AKA Mesopotamia. Something
I
like
will
that.
be graduating, trust me. And it won't be with Miss Congeniality either.
Oh.
Well,
Work.
that gets you on shows too, apparently.
No,
In a
that
good way.
Get you an Alan Chuck travel trip and a stint on one spin-off or two, and then
Look.
you're eliminated immediately.
I'll take that. If I don't
All
win,
right,
I'll take
Joshua, Miss Persia.
Miss Persia.
Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you for ripping.
Yes, we loved it.
Tony was not on my team.
That was awesome. That was wonderful. Thank you so much for calling. But
Thank you for having me.
I'll twat you later, bitch.
All right, bye, bitch.
Bye.
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 So, what did you guys think of Latrice and Manila going home?
I was
I don't know why I'm
angry.
here right now. I told you I wasn't going to
I'm
show up to
disappointed
this
for
show.
Manila. That's another reason why I wish there wasn't teams this year.
Yeah.
Or this season, because I don't want to say, Latrice is not good, but I would want to
Robin.
see Manila stay.
Oh, okay. So, before I introduce, we have a guest. Sorry I didn't mean to cut anybody off, but we took a field trip last night as a group to Mickey's.
Mickey's nightclub in West Hollywood.
Yes, to see their showgirl
Blink.
show, and there we saw Raven.
Hi,
Who
Raven.
is on the line.
Hi, Raven.
Hi.
Hi.
You were gorgeous last
What's
night,
going
Raven.
Nothing. We're just sitting
Thank
here
you.
chit-chatting about all this All-Star stuff.
Oh, what about it?
Oh. What was your take? You know what, Raven? I feel like this whole season, like, they don't have you talking as much. And I know you're funny and probably have a lot to say. What are we not
I
hearing
concur.
from you?
Last night, you totally switched me on you. I thought you fucking hilarious, bitch.
Yeah. I mean, she's all right.
And thanks for pointing out the straight guys there last night.
That was hilarious.
The one in the hat was cute. I was trying to make guys at him, but he didn't. He didn't respond.
I honestly, like, I love being on the mic. Like, when I first was approached to host the show, I said, you know what, I don't know if I want to do that. I'm scared. And then it got to the point where, before it was just, I would go up, I'd introduce people, and I'd leave. And now it's, I've got them backstage going, shut the hell up, let's go. So I love being on the mic, and I love just, shooting it and having fun with people. And, I do think that I'm, a pretty funny person, but maybe they're trying to show me as not like the bitch that I would consider to be in season 2. Maybe that's why I don't talk that much. Maybe because everything that comes out of my mouth is just bitchy.
The only thing we see you doing is drinking.
Yeah.
Every shot of you is of you taking a sip of an absolute vodka cocktail.
Exactly, because I get really thirsty on set, so I've got to keep myself hydrated.
So what was it like being in the bottom 2? Did you think that you and Juju deserved to be there?
The thing is this time around, it was really hard to gauge how well you were doing, because you're with, there's 12 queens from all 4 seasons who have done such an amazing job in the past that you don't, it's literally, like Ru said last night, it's the difference between an A and an A minus. Like, it's that close. And so, do I think that we belonged in the bottom 2? Not necessarily, but what Ru says goes.
Yeah.
It's Ru's final decision. So whatever caused us to be in the bottom 2 is, something that they looked at and they decided, you know what, they are going to lip sync for their lives tonight.
Yeah.
How did you?
But I do really think that doing the Arthur as my celebrity impersonation was definitely something unexpected and way out in left field. So for me, that was
gross,
the unexpected.
I loved your B. Arthur, by the way.
I did too.
I thought you were spot on.
I think actually Juju said this, I think, on Untucked, that there were some unexpected responses from the judges as to certain outfits you guys wore or choices you made that audience members or you thought you were point on, and then they say something else. Is there a moment that stands out in your head where you feel like you were just spot on and then the judges changed their mind and said something else?
Well, there was a time when I had told Santino, and it's, it was put on, the editing room floor. But, I told Santino, I don't come out here not looking at myself and looking myself over and thinking, okay, everything that I have on to me is perfect. But it's, everything is subjective. What one person may think is, beautiful and amazing, someone else may not. So I mean, yeah, there's been times where I've been, checked for something, but when I go back and look at it, I think, okay, maybe I could have fixed that. But when I put it on at the time, I thought to myself, okay, no, this is fierce. This is Ova. They're going to live. And they read you for the tiniest thing, like a pair of red granny panties, and you think to yourself, oh, maybe I should have hiked them up a little higher.
Yes.
It's one of those things where, it's now All-Stars, and we really are having to make sure that we are on our toes, that every T is crossed and every I is dotted. And we do a very good job at making sure we are helping each other out.
Mm-hmm.
As far as, yes, that looks good, or no, you better fix this. On the way out, we would look each other over and go, okay, no, you need this, and let's fix that. So there is a lot of camaraderie, but at the end of this competition, everyone goes home, even the winner. So
yeah.
We are clawing our way to the top.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this season, Raven, I feel like you are just having fun. Like you're definitely like taking some risks as far as like with some of your outfits and costumes, which I actually absolutely love. But I feel like I get a sense from you and Juju that you guys are just having fun. Like y'all are there and like, yeah, it's a competition, but you guys are just living. And I like that.
Well, thank you. We at the end of the night when we've taken that off, we're still a boy.
Yeah.
Who, does every day normal things that everyone else does. We try not to take this too seriously. And although, a lot of times I look like I've got such a serious expression on my face or so emotionless, as I was told on last night's Untucked. Mm-hmm. But, bitch, I don't want frown lines and wrinkles on my face, so I don't move my face. There's only so much Botox you can pump in there, and I've yet to do that. I mean, obviously everyone knows that had my lips done, but
I was just going to say,
I've done so much more.
That is no secret that those lips are plump.
Bam! And they are manufactured and they are bought and paid for, hunchy.
I love it. I love it
too.
This too was, they asked for a charisma, uniqueness, nerve, talent. So going out there butt naked on the very first challenge, that took a lot of nerve.
Yeah, it did.
Mm-hmm.
Doing someone not so glamorous as, the Arthur, that takes like, and I do feel like I'm charismatic, and I feel like everyone is unique in their own right, and all of us are there because we're talented, but there's that extra special little stuff that you have to put on top of it every time you do something for them to look at and notice and go, okay, this one stands out from the rest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The caller before you so gladly read off a list of people that he felt like should have been on All Stars. Is there anyone that you were surprised that wasn't there?
There are, I look back at the 4 seasons and all of the queens that have come through, and like from season 1, I was shocked Angina wasn't there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
From season 2, Morgan, Jessica, and as much as I may not have compatibility with, but Tatiana, she made it up there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And season 3, Mariah, Delta. There's so many queens that have come and gone that it was, to me, was a shocker that they weren't there. Shangela, Willem. There's all these queens that could have been there that I was shocked and surprised didn't make it.
Well,
it's once again, Ru looks through and picks and goes, these are the ones I want, and no ifs, ands, or buts about it. These are who walks through the door. And were we gagged at some of the queens that walk through the door? Yes, but we also have to remember, this is Ru's game, this is Ru's deal, this is how we wanted it, this is how the final decision is Ru's to make.
Yeah, we all know the one queen you didn't want to be there. Me, I'm first.
Yeah. And it's not that I didn't want her, because I've actually worked with her since, and I think she's very dynamic and amazing and very talented. But when you're looking at the, all of the contestants and then being brought back and called All-Stars, I just didn't think she was one to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just because you're talented doesn't make you an all-star. I get it.
Well, no. And that's true. You are going into a competition that is ultimately a TV show, and you need to shine as far as giving an amazing television show. Mm-hmm. And yeah, she picked one up and flipped her over her head, but I didn't think that would be something that would make her a contender as far as an all-star would be.
Yeah. Considered
just for me. And a lot of people think that I'm just bitchy and like to talk to hear my own, myself talk, but when my opinion is asked, be prepared because you're going to get it.
Right.
That's true.
And that's the only time I give it. If it's something that I know could possibly hurt, or it's a bad opinion, or maybe a little bit on the negative side, I'll only give that if you ask me. But if I see something that I love and I like, I'm going to go up and let someone know, because who doesn't want to hear something positive and amazing?
True.
That's true.
Yeah. You sound like a Leo.
I sound like a what?
A Leo.
A Leo?
Mm-hmm.
I'm an Aries.
Oh, just as bad. Fire sign. Love it.
We're amazing people.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything, since we saw you perform live last night, do you have anything that you want to plug, or any future performances you want to plug?
I have something I want to get plugged.
Ooh!
That's for another radio another show.
It's like, not sure we can do that here.
Let's see. I will be in Savannah, Georgia this weekend. And, of course, I'm at Mickey's every Monday. I'm at 340 Nightclub in Pomona every Sunday. I'm out here in Riverside where I live at the Menagerie every Thursday at VIP. Out here in Riverside on Fridays and Saturdays. And I'm a whore that I will go anywhere they're giving me money. And maybe a couple drink tickets.
And the drink tickets usually come before. No, never mind. I was going to say the drink tickets usually come before the money, but you'd rather have the money before the drink tickets.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got to make sure that I got the cash first, because I may get so damn drunk I won't remember if I got paid or not.
I love you, Raven. You're fun.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raven.
Wait, before you hang up, I just want to know, do you know that somebody had you in their profile picture on Growler?
Oh, I sent you that picture. You remember that picture I sent you, Raven?
Yes.
Of the guy.
Girl, your homegirl is using you for a plug.
Well, I wonder if that helps them or hindered them.
Like, if
it probably tricked the other person.
If they get there like, oh, I thought you were Raven, and it's them.
Oh, but you'll do. Well, all right. Okay.
See, and that's the thing. Yes, I do have those. I'll call them straight up what they are, hookup apps on my phone.
Yeah, me too.
And the thing is if someone goes on there and immediately they say, "Oh my gosh, Raven," they get blocked.
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not on there to talk about Raven or talk about this or that. The other. I'm on there for a specific reason, and that's it. And I don't want to sit there and talk about lashes and high heels.
Right.
Or anything with the show. You're trying to get it in.
Or that either. But, I'm not that I'm trying to get it in. I do enjoy long walks on the beach, movies, and nachos.
Or like Juju.
But a lot of times at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm not trying to social network or trying to find a date.
You're trying to have some nachos.
You ain't got to lie to ticket.
You ain't got to lie, Craig. I did not take this south. That was completely Tony and Raven. I just wanted to know about the profile.
Don't blame it all on me.
Yeah, I did see the picture. Tony sent me the picture, and I thought it was funny. But it always cracks me up when I see, more than one person in a picture, because you never know who you're talking to. I talked to someone for a couple of months, and come to find out it was a girl.
What?
Wait, so sidebar to this. So now, after your friend took the picture of you two down, now he's in a picture with an infant. I was like, oh, this is the wrong app.
Yes.
That same person has now a picture of him and a baby?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Well, maybe the baby helps him. Maybe it's one of those things people look at and go, oh, how cute. Like, a lot of people have pictures of their dog. Like, I'm a sucker for that. If I see someone cuddling a dog, I'm like, oh, my gosh. And if they're cute enough, I'll message them and be like, oh, you guys are so cute. But,
which brings us to one of the commercials.
I'm not going to look at someone's picture with a baby and be like, oh, that's hot. Now, I will tell you this. When I'm at Disneyland and I see a daddy, he may be kind of cute, But when he's holding a baby,
Hotter.
he just went from cute to hot.
Hell yeah.
EILF, honey, and they're all over Disneyland.
They're at Starbucks
Stroller
too,
candy, stroller
in the
candy.
mornings.
This is real relationship talk right here.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Thank you for
So
calling in.
you can pick up guys at Disneyland.
And
Yes.
Starbucks.
And Starbucks.
In the
I have a
morning.
year pass to Disneyland, so
You
I'm
can
gonna
pick
start
them up
trying
at Disneyland and drop them
Starbucks
right back
Gold Card.
off.
I have one.
Meet me at Disneyland. We're getting guys.
Oh, sickening.
I love it.
Let's do it. We'll get them all.
Sports Center. Let's do it.
They had that sports bar.
And a lot of the guys there don't have a hyperclimate to ride anyway.
Oh, Raven. That's so
That's
Raven.
so Raven.
This is why we thought you were so funny last night. This is the Raven that we saw.
Yes.
Last night at
Well,
Mickey's.
thank goodness this is the Raven that is always here.
Well,
But,
I mean, she's all right.
You know.
She's all right.
She's okay.
She's okay. Nah. And Cameron loved your dress last night.
I never. Okay, let's back it up. Totally get shot.
My birthday.
I did not
Oh,
hate
no,
the
no.
dress. I just didn't like the stockings in the show. I didn't like the color of your stockings.
Your first dress. Your from the
mod-looking
60s,
dress.
from the mod dress.
Hey, I liked that dress.
So you came out performing, and Tony comes like, bitch, you don't like her dress? That's your favorite dress? I was like, bitch, I hate you.
because a couple of was it last week?
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
60s? Yeah.
60s.
Cameron was like, those stockings. I do not like.
I
Those
did not like
stockings.
the color of stockings, Raven. I'm sorry.
I like
The dress was cute. The body was looking alright. I liked it. I just didn't like the color of the stockings.
So, I didn't have any, and so Juju was like, "Oh my gosh, I have these
Girl,
colored tights."
you should
to
choke her
wear."
then,
And
'cause
I
she
was like, you know
sabotaged
what, why
you.
not? Let's do it.
See, once again, there to have fun. She's just like, all right,
Let's rock it. But that's actually hot in
do
its
it.
own right. Yeah, I don't give a shit.
All right, we have to. I'm sorry, we have to end this. So
Aw.
I'm
Rah,
getting
rah.
the. I'm
Thank you
getting
for
the cut it off sign.
Oh.
But thank you, Raven.
Thank
for
you so
calling.
much.
I gotta go get a haircut. So I will see you all on Monday,
Yes. Well, of course you'll see me on Monday. You have no choice.
and I will see the rest of you on Monday too.
Okay.
I'm gonna drag them there.
Okay.
Thank you
Okay.
for calling.
Thank you,
so much for
Raven.
calling in.
Bye, Raven.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You
Thank
too.
you too.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, do we have any final thoughts before I move into news and gossip? Besides the fact that I'm mad that Team Latrice went home.
Final thoughts on everything. What was I gonna say?
P.S. Liked Raven's makeup, Janice Dickinson.
How was
Oh,
your
yeah.
Just
sick?
saying.
Yeah.
I didn't like the granny panties, but I found
I thought
Fine.
the
didn't-
look was
those
all
were-
together.
Exactly. It was very
I didn't
put
mind the
together.
red, but I have a lot of queens when they do the crotch thing. Sometimes it does fall too low, depending on how many stockings and stuff and the padding that they use. So for me, it was just that their crotch was too low. I didn't mind the red coloring. It's just the crotch was like way low. That's all.
Yeah.
I could do that.
I will say real quick for the bad girls look, I loved Raven and Juju. I thought Shad looked like a old famous rocker, like who used to have a band but can still rock it. Chanel looked great as well, very like clean and polished with her look.
And
Like,
they looked together. That's
They
what I
do.
liked about them. They
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
like a team.
they looked like sisters that were going to a rock party and mosh pit. So they look good. I agree that Latrice and Manila were on two different playing
Pages.
fields. And I feel like Latrice missed the mark as far as what was supposed to be portrayed. Like, she went and portrayed Divine, who is a bad girl, but she was supposed to be Latrice as a bad girl, you know? So I think she kind of missed the mark on that.
I agree with that.
And kind of hard for Manila. At some point, like, there's only so much you can do for your partner.
Yeah.
Like,
Manila
what are you gonna do,
looked amazing.
What are you going to do,
You
loan her
can't-
clothes?
I was just gonna say that.
But I think that's the whole point of the partnering, was that Manila should have said, girl, like, no, why don't you try this?
Hit the save a hoe button.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like, Raven just mentioned, like her and Jujubee, work together and help each other out and stuff. I think that's the whole point of the partnering, is to make sure that if you're going to make sure you don't go home, make sure you both look right, because it's not just you.
So on that note, then, thinking about it, when they did the street challenge, right, it was very indicative of the partnership skills that they had when they were in the era, right? Because Manila and Latrice kind of failed at that anyway. Because
Yeah.
Manila was on the street doing her, just give me the title of what I got to do and I'll do it.
Yeah.
She didn't really need Latrice's help. She's definitely an individual.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah.
So who's going home next week?
Yarlexis. I see them going home.
I'm kind
I don't
of
understand.
mad, but I have a feeling that they're not, and it's going to irritate me.
Well, I want to know what's behind Ruth's thinking, because I think Yarlexis should have been at the bottom, do the lip sync for your life.
I do too.
But I think that was strategic and planned how she wants the show to go. But I definitely think next week they're going to be in the bottom.
Well, we do have some viewers on YouTube that feel that the show was completely made for Chad Michaels, and really everybody should just go home. So I don't know.
Dolphin.
Oh boy.
I think Pink Dolphin's going to be stoked that we gave her some shout-outs.
Oh yeah. Because if we were smart, we would just not acknowledge you. But hey, rock on,
we
Pinky.
acknowledge you
Pinky
for
Tusky.
watching.
I do feel like Yarlexis, they're definitely just sliding by. Because just like last week when I was going over everyone and I forgot about Yarlexis, I wonder if they're like that. They're like, oh, we still have y'all here? Oh, man. Okay, well, one more week. You guys have one more week.
They look good. They're good for background, so you just forget to...
But their looks they looked really good. And the kudos to Yara, who gladly stepped up and was like, I made it.
Bitch, I ain't trying to go home.
Right, but they did look really good.
Their runway was great, but everything else.
In Yada's season, right, and Alexis' season, didn't Yada like break down because she was completely broke? She's like, bitch, I'm not losing this $100,000. So I can see she's hungry.
She broke down because of the pressure.
And she said she was broke. She literally spent all her money. She was in debt.
It was the pressure, the competition, trying to win, like not being able to figure out what the judges wanted, because they always gave her like a bad critique, like something was wrong. But I think Yara's problem is editing. Like, look at yourself and go,
filter.
I'll take this out for now. Let's just keep it. Like, if she didn't have those
Splinties,
it would have looked so good. It would have looked really good.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
All right. News and gossip?
AfterBuzz TV News.
When B. Arthur died, she donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to Ali Forney. I'm saying this wrong, probably. Ali Forney Center, a place for LGBT youth to go when they've been thrown out of their homes. And now, because of Hurricane Sandy, it's gone. The best way to reach out to them is to make a monetary donation. They have a website, and I'll post it on Twitter later if you guys want to check that out. There's also another storm, I think, headed to that direction, a nor'easter.
Yeah.
Latrice and Manila had a music video come out today. It was called The Chop.
The Chop.
I checked it out. It's a lot of fun.
Yes.
You guys should check it out.
Yeah.
And then Tony and Shangela.
Oh, a little tidbit. Shangela is currently filming a video for her song Working Girl. So she's currently doing that, and myself and Jason Carter, who is another AfterBuzz host here, as well as one of the pit crew members. We
need to bring him in.
Yes, he will be in the video as well. So yay! So look out for that.
Yeah.
Working Girl.
Are you guys like serving us-ography or like what?
I mean, you'll have to stay tuned and see. This is just news. Shady. Not a spoiler alert.
So predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I already gave my prediction. Yara and Lexis, they're leaving. They're hitting the road next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that.
I agree with that.
We apologize for the lack of enthusiasm, but I think everybody's just racing to get out of here and find out who won.
Yeah, I'm very anxious. Well, Obama's president, but I want to see everyone's reaction on Fox News.
Yeah, I already got the text that Obama won.
Yeah.
All right, there you have it.
But my prediction is that Yarlexis is going to go home and that we'll wake up tomorrow morning and officially Obama would be our president.
that's a great prediction.
Yarlexis is not going home. I have a feeling that Raven and Jujubee might go home, and I'm going to be really pissed.
No.
And I'm still going to be here even though I said I wouldn't come back.
You kind of have no choice. You are under contract. Verbal.
Right. Yeah. They gave me Baby Ruth, and I'm here.
They
popcorn and a Baby Ruth.
It's like catnip.
Yeah. It's the little things in life that get us through.
All right.
Bye, Pinky.
Thanks for listening for our viewers that tuned in during election coverage. You got some election coverage here.
True.
For our international viewers, thanks for putting up with us.
Yes.
We give you up-to-the-minute updates.
This is an important day.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah. I got a free bracelet.
I'm so excited.
Nice. For voting?
I want to see.
No, for being at Starbucks.
Reactions.
Oh, that's right.
I can't believe they didn't give me one this morning.
I love Starbucks.
They know me by name. You can give me a bracelet?
That sounds like entitlement issues.
Hey, I have a gold card with my name on it. I am very entitled.
For Starbucks?
Yes.
Dedicated.
Hey, Jackie has one too.
That's not dedicated. That's
Dedicated.
an addict.
I know, dedication addict. That's what that is.
That's a long play out.
Where can we find
what
you?
up? How you doing?
Where can we find you?
Oh.
I'm at 123 Jackie_B.
Tamakava 777.
Like that one was any better. You can find me at Lounging with Tony or loungingwithtony.com.
We all can't have a name like Tony that's spelled correctly.
I'm at Natalie Vratney. So my tweets are blocked though. So I mean,
She's not always as pessimistic, I promise.
From
Whatever.
Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.